All things desi, all things spicy. This is Pxrdesi Mirchii, 7291 non-FM.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your host, Minnie, and you're listening to Season 2, Episode 5 of Pxrdesi Mirchii, 7291 non-FM. It took a while, but we're here, halfway through Season 2. It's been a tough, but a fun ride so far. However, I have a lot more to offer, so please bear with me. When I look back at my 4 other episodes, the first season, and of course the promotional episode, I've seen quite a lot of changes. Some positive, some negative. But the one thing that remains constant is my love for Indian entertainment, the movies, and of course the artists. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again, entertainment has shaped a big chunk of my life. And some people over the other have had quite a big role to play in that. Everything that I know today about love is because of SHAH RUKH KHAN. Whether it is how to love, how to be loved, or even who to love. At the age of 4, I already knew that my love life was not going to be easy after watching movies like Kal Ho Na Ho and Veer Zara. I'm not exaggerating. But of course, there's more to life than just love. While his real life has entertained me, his real life has motivated me. I wouldn't be lying when I say that if I'm here sitting in front of you guys today, speaking into a camera and a mic, is solely because of SHAH RUKH KHAN. I'm my good girl Shantini, but SHAH RUKH KHAN has inspired many of us to follow and fulfill our dreams. And while I wait for the day to even catch a glimpse of this man, let alone have a recorded conversation with him, it only makes sense to sit in conversation with the people he's inspired. My guest today is a SHAH RUKH KHAN fan. He, like me, waits for every SHAH RUKH KHAN movie, copies all the hook steps, rewatches the classics, and of course knows every line by heart. Joining me from the land where Rahul Raichand from Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham raised his own little family is none other than the creator, Dan Latif. Hello!
Hello everyone. Hi. How's everyone doing?
Everyone's great. I'm great. I'm excited. This has taken quite a while, but I feel like today's episode is gonna be super fun. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm trying to be okay with this horrible weather right now in the UK. But yeah, all good. All good.
Dan, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? I know you as an amazing content creator who's a big SHAH RUKH KHAN fan.
Yeah,
I followed you because like you've got so much SHAH RUKH content and I relate to so much. But like what's the journey been like for you? How do you feel about it?
Well, so first I introduce myself as my name is Dan Latif. I'm a Bollywood, if you like, Bollywood content creator across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I make relatable reels, content that other SRK and Bollywood fans can relate to. I've been doing it for a few years now. Started off on TikTok, moved on to Instagram, and it's just blown up. Like the last year, for example, Jawan, Pathan, Donkey, all these films, it's just everything's gone great. Like there's even been times during Jawan, I was in contact with some of the actors in the film, the actresses. They were liking all my reels and talking about it. You know, the girls in Jawan. And Deepika Padukone liked one of my posts as well. So like that year was huge, and I love my community, my platform, because I'm able to really engage with other SRK and Bollywood fans like me, right? So I've got a huge community and following of just people who just love SRK and Bollywood. So yeah, it's been a great process. Yeah.
He's got his own little crew, and safe to say I'm also part of that crew in my own way, but thank you so much for all the content that you put out. I think it's really fun to see anytime SHAH RUKH has a new movie or a new song or a new interview. I feel like you're the first person there, you're the first person watching everything, and we get this like play-by-play of the movie, of the characters as soon as you finish watch it, and like it's just super amazing. How much time does it take to like film one video?
To be honest, it doesn't take that long with my reels. I like to get as many as out as I can, and I think that's what I am as a content creator. I'm able to just think of things on the spot. I can see another reel which is related to something else and just really just link it back to SHAH RUKH KHAN. Everything links back to SHAH RUKH KHAN in my life. That's that's the way it is. I'll see a tree and I'll be like SHAH RUKH KHAN, or like I'll see a leaf fall down and I go, what happened? You know?
Yes. Oh.
There's always that link towards it. So yeah, like to answer your question, not long actually. I'm in my room. You can see them on my videos. It's relatable content. It's like, for example, me at 3 a.m. dancing to SRK. That takes 2 seconds. I do that anyway. It's not even like I have to fake that.
That's exciting. Well, Like I said, thank you so much. I feel like you've got some amazing things. But now let's not talk about Shah Rukh because we will get there. We will get there eventually. But I want to talk about like entertainment in general because you do say you watch a lot of like Bollywood. What is the first movie you remember watching? Whether it is Bollywood, whether it is Lollywood from Pakistan. If you do watch a lot of Pakistan entertainment, well, what was the first? What was your earliest memory of
Well, a
entertainment?
lot of people are surprised when I say this that I only actually got proper into Bollywood in like 2020 lockdown. Yeah, and it sounds like well, like most of you guys, I'm sure you grew up with it, right? But for me,
Yeah.
I lockdown happened and I just started watching all the films. That's another. I can go into that and how I started loving it and SRK in particular. But the first films I actually do remember. I remember going to my grandma's house and I think always like Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum was always on TV. I think that was just the thing. I used to just see it in the background, but I always used to be like spoiled and dancing around, singing. I didn't think much of it. So my first memories were just like I didn't even. I feel like I could say who Shah Rukh Khan was, but I didn't know anything about it. So the memories were just seeing it in the background, like where everyone's in the living room. It's just on the background. That was my first memories of it.
I vaguely remember my first films, which were actually Shah Rukh Khan films, which put me
Okay.
into the whole like Shah Rukh thing. I was 4 years old, and I watched Kal Ho Na Ho and Veer Zara. Granted, I didn't understand a lot of like what exactly was being said, what was going on, but I just saw this beautiful man on screen, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
in love."
I mean, what a 4 years old watching Colour on Heart. Granted, you probably have no idea
Yeah,
what's happening, but that's quite a deep film to watch.
it
Yeah.
was. I know. I mean, I didn't understand, of
Yeah.
course, when I did see him dying, I was like, oh shit, this is like okay, that's my man. Like, why is he dying? You know. But in Kal Ho Na Ho, there's this one scene that he does with the actress's name is Janak Shukla, but she played Jia, the little like
Oh yeah.
4 year old at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Um, which is crazy because recently I found out that same little girl got married like a few months ago, which is crazy. But so Janak Chukla, happy married life. But I was so jealous of this girl when I saw the movie for the first time because I was like, how does she get to be so close to this man?
Well,
Like,
that
I want to be
little
her.
girl. Whenever I do a TikTok of, no, sorry, a reel on Instagram of her or like a cute one, she always likes and comments, and she puts it on her story.
Oh,
I'm trying to be
oh.
sneaky. I'm like, what's it like working with Shah Rukh Khan? She never replies.
We'll
I'm like,
we'll get there eventually. Maybe through the podcast. You never know. But if that happens, then you, me, and her will be in conversation.
yes, we just like, oh, Shah Rukh Khan. What was he like? We already asking questions about it. We just be Shah Rukh Khan. Get all the star kids. Get Anjali and Kuch was what the hair. The boy or girl, I think it was. In Kabhi Alvida Na Kanai, it's like apparently it was a little girl, wasn't it? Instead of the boy.
Oh, it's a girl. It's a girl.
It's a girl, isn't it? Yeah. So get her.
Yeah, her
Get the little Punjabi kid in Kuch was what the hair with the. Yeah. I'm sorry.
the Count in the Stars. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just asking questions. Well, that's okay. That's the closest we'll get.
Maybe around his birthday time, it would be kind of cool to do that.
Mm.
That's a plan. Well, we're gonna start working on it very very soon. But till we get there, so you did say that like you're from Pakistan. Do you also watch like a lot of Pakistani entertainment?
I mean, no, I don't really watch that many Pakistani dramas. I've watched a few. I watched Humsafar. I watched Farizad. They were good, don't get me wrong, but I prefer films. I prefer movies. I like sitting there, 3 hours for Bollywood. That's it, done. Whereas dramas, it's like half an hour, like constantly there every week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess dramas has that positive because it's like you really build that connection to the characters and it goes on for longer. But Bollywood is just like, you learn about Ahmed Mator and then he leaves and it's like,
How do you go about being such an entertainment enthusiast in a foreign country like the UK? I only assume there is a lot of there are a lot of South Asians there. There is a pretty big community. So maybe it's not as difficult as like being foreign or like having such an interest. But what's that like? Do you have a lot of like cultural events there with entertainment as well?
yeah, it's huge. There's loads of Asians. There's actually an interview with Shah Rukh Khan and he said when he went to Southall in London, he said there was more Indians in London than there was in India. Right? So there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Asians in the UK. So there's a few areas which have loads, right? So it never feels like you're out of place. But the issue here is, I was born here, so I'm not an NRI, NRP if you like, and
Yeah.
it's finding that balance because when I'm here with white Murray, like I'm not really one of them. But if I go back to Pakistan, I'm not really one of them. I'm like in the middle, right? So I have this joke on my page because when I speak Urdu and stuff, I'm a Gora Pakora. That's the way we say it. But it's like, people scrutinize and say things, but that's who I am. That's the way we are. We're Asian. We're British Pakistanis, British Indians, and that's the way we are. And that's what we're always going to be. We're not going to try and be someone we're not, right? So
Yeah.
with that, and that's why when I've been growing this platform, and I've always posted what I want, and I dance to my SRK song. Obviously, I just love doing that, and I always, like I said before, be connected to other SRK fans. I see a lot of UK Pakistanis who they say they love this rap music and stuff, but deep down they're desi hard to listen to, Come Hona Ho and all these songs. That's what they want to listen. They love it, right? Deep down, like, that's the thing with me. When I started watching Bollywood films, at the beginning it was like embarrassing for me to say I want to watch it, but deep down, you just want to, because it's fun, it's enjoyable. Bollywood films are arguably one of the most entertaining films, what I think, in the world. So yeah,
It's 100%. I feel like most of us third culture kids have that journey, which we're kind of embarrassed about our root culture, but then we are like, then we find the love for it. So it's like a mixture of emotions, but it's definitely a journey of growth. I would definitely say that. So it's nice to see that, like, people like us can relate in some way or the other. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. In that way, have you also like attended, like, maybe film festivals or movie premieres, or like just like entertainment related events in the UK?
I haven't been to one yet, but I will be going soon, hopefully. Because there's a lot in London actually, but it's actually annoying because like a few 15, 20 years ago, well, when Om Shanti Om came out, the premiere was in London. London was the place to be, but now it's Dubai. They all do it in Dubai, so
Yeah.
obviously it's like that. But no, I haven't actually been to one of those premieres before. I would love to go. Yeah.
Oh, well, hopefully you get to do too. It'll be really fun. I think it would be nice if you like hosted their red carpet or something. Maybe you and Haroon could like host the red carpet and like
That would
talk to
be
the celebrities. That would be kind of cool. I would pay to see that. I will fly to London to see that for sure. But speaking of like, Om Shanti Om and stuff, do you remember like your first encounter or like the first film that you watched of Shah Rukh Khan or the first song?
I wouldn't say there's one film I'd say. So when lockdown happened, I watched, I think it was Dilwale or something. I forgot what film it was. And I just watched it and I liked it. I'm not sure. But then for me, what it was all the classic films, DDLJ, Kuchu Hotel, I've never seen that. Maybe I've seen it before, but I didn't really know what's happening. So I said, Mom, because lockdown, no one had nothing to do, so everyone was just at home. So like, Mom, every night let's watch a new SRK film. And there wasn't, well, I guess actually, yeah, I'll go to that Kalwan in a minute. I was watching those films, and every time I was like, "Wow, these are fun. These are good films." And obviously, there's a reason that the classic films, DDLJ,
Yeah.
these are the class, these are the top end films. And I'm watching them, and then for me as well, because it was a whole new world. It's like, let's say you get into anime or a new topic or hobby. There's just everything you could explore. So for me, it was I'd watch Mehuna, and then I'd have on phone. I'd be listening to all the new songs. It was like for me, Mehuna had just come out. So I'd watch the film and then look at all the music videos, look at everything, and it was just like every month was a new film. I just loved it. And if you scroll right down to my TikTok, you'll see that evolution of first time I watched Kuzu Hot the Hair and I had water in my hair and I was going like that. And like Kal Ho the Ho and like the crying and scenes and all that. Kal Ho the Ho, the first film I went like, whoa, this guy is something else. Like that was like, because the acting and then the end, because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't hint what was going to happen, but obviously what Kal Ho the Ho was like, right? That's like,
Yeah. Oh.
whoa.
Anytime I think of rewatching the film, I have to think twice because I'm like, can I handle that today? Because every time I watch the film, it's like I'm watching it for the first time. I know what's going to happen at the end, but it's like it's still like when he starts spinning in the middle of the song, I'm just like, oh shit, I don't think so. I can handle it from here, and then it's
Yeah,
just
for
like
me, it was
very
the end scene when actually no, there's a few the scene when he goes like when he talks about his heart and how it's weak, like comes also like to his mum,
yeah, yeah,
and he's
yeah.
going like that, and it's like oof. That acting in that for me was like whoa, and then obviously the end scene when he's in the bed and he's talking, Gia comes in, will you marry? Like he's still, even if he's there, he's still got that little charm, right? And it's such a role model, the way he is, and kind of hold on hold and live your life, and it's like, damn, this is how we should be, and the more positivity.
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
yeah, that, and obviously the song, and that's it as well with these classic films. They're not just classic because of the film and how good it was, but also the music. In Bollywood, the music is always top
Top
tier.
tier, yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
So
Are you? So now I have a question, which is like a little off topic, but still on topic as well. So I'm someone that really enjoys the background scores,
Right.
the background scores of movies. So I have a few downloaded on my phone. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of fun because I like to play it and I like to pretend, like especially if I'm on the bus or something.
They pretend
I'd
you
like listen to it and pretend like I'm the main character. Do you do that as well?
maybe, maybe. But that's the funny thing as well. When I make the reels and I'm like me in the bus on the way to work or school, and my headphones in, and I'm literally listening to "Look to put the gay out." Like no one would think I'm listening to that, but it's what I am, and people can relate. Like I do that as well, or like a background score of "Yeah Giovanni, Head Giovanni" or "Come on the whole heartbeat." When you're like, live life.
I'm playing those tracks at my wedding. You know the sad Kalhona Ho track when she's getting married and like he comes. I think she's dreaming that he's like
Yeah,
there
yeah,
and he's
yeah, yeah.
the haldi and everything.
I
That track is in my wedding playlist. In fact, majority of my wedding playlist. I don't have a boyfriend. I should like make that clear. I ain't got no man yet. I am nowhere close to getting married. But I've already got my marriage playlist ready, and like I think 50 to 70% is just Shah Rukh Khan songs.
Right, so I went to a wedding the other day, and there was violinists, violinists, and they were playing. Oh my! Wow, it was like wow. It was on the piano, Kalhon. I can play actually on the piano.
Me too.
I love it. So every time I go to the town or something, or like out, and there's a piano on the stage playing it.
Oh,
But
oh, that's so cool. But like, so we've all already, of course, talked about his songs, his acting, his characters, his movies. But like, what about his personality? Do you feel like do you feel Shah Rukh has inspired you in your personal life in any way?
100%. I think in the world, especially I think it's important for males, particularly, to have a good role model. And I think now, like Andrew Tate and all these, like Red, I don't even know Red Pill and Alpha Male and all these things. I
Mhm.
think someone like Shah Rukh Khan is, to have that respect. Obviously, the first thing, respect towards women, right? That's a really important thing. And SOK does that really well. And there's loads of interviews and it talks about how the way he makes everyone feel, not just women, but he makes them
Yeah.
feel so respected and valued. And, because a lot of these role models that guys look up to are really bad and they treat people wrongly. And the way SOK is, the way he, little things like the way he always makes sure his hair looks good and like when he was back in the day when he was clean shaven and he dressed well. And these are important things for a guy. They need to be doing these things. Smelling nice, keeping taking care of yourself, handshaking someone, looking at them in the eyes, things like that, things which really make you a good man. And
Yeah.
I think that's why I always looked at him as like, yeah, he's great. And obviously, even his films, even Jawan, if you look at Azad Rathor in that film, he's a really strong, masculine guy, but he isn't this much. No, he has good respect. He marries the woman with the little girl, and it's just really well done. And the way he treats the little girl as well, it's so nice with so much love, right? And when he does spread his arms, he truly means that. He wants to love everyone, no matter who they are. So yeah, definitely, he's a huge role model. I look up to him. I would say.
No, 100%. I do feel like I feel like he's the real definition of what a man should be and what a man is, It might sound very controversial, but like it's, like you mentioned, especially the way he respects women. Not only does he talk about women, but like the way the women talk about him and the way other people also talk about him, like man or woman, doesn't matter. And like it doesn't matter how old or like how young you are, how much experience you have in the industry or not. I've never heard anybody say bad stuff about Shah Rukh Khan if they have met him,
Mm-hmm.
or even if they haven't met him. But I've just never heard anything bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like
No.
maybe you've got haters, yes, of course, but they're like trolls. We don't really talk about them. But like no one has ever said anything bad about him, and I feel like that speaks volumes about a man like Shah Rukh Khan. Like it's crazy, and he is so like he's gone through so much, like at a very early age. But like despite going through so much, look where he is today, and look at what he's doing. Like they call him the last of the stars. He himself
Yes.
has called himself the last of the stars, and I cannot like I can't disagree with that because it's true. There will be no one like him. Yeah,
Yeah.
this
No.
man. Oh,
Yeah. That in terms of global star who everyone knows, there's great actors out there now. There is, but that level, there won't be. And I think the way he's one of those guys who you just want to sit there and just listen to him. And we haven't even met him. We're just basing it on videos and audio. And people say that there's some good people in your life you'll be with, and you'll just want to sit there and listen to their stories. The way they speak is so, and he reads a lot of books, and I've started reading now. And he probably speaks better English than me. He probably does, right? And he his first language is Hindi or whatever it is, and because he just felt so well educated and he's so knowledgeable and he has so much respect and he values himself, and that's the reason he's at the top. He's the Badshah, right? He's the king.
He is the king. You know what I also like do? I think this is a little I don't know if this is a bad thing to do, but I feel like when people talk about Shah Rukh Khan, or if I have to like explain who Shah Rukh Khan is to like say somebody who isn't Indian or who isn't brown, who hasn't heard of him, like a lot of people who are with me, like some of my brown like peers and everything, they'd be like, oh yeah, he's a Bollywood actor. And I'd be like, no, he's not a Bollywood actor. He's an actor. Like you cannot consider him to just be an Indian actor or a Bollywood actor, because like the connotation then just becomes that he only works in Bollywood, or he's an Indian actor. He's just an actor. He's a global like icon, if that makes sense. Granted, he hasn't done a lot of work in other like entertainment or in like Hollywood or something, but he is of such caliber, at such status, to basically be known as as an international actor. Like why rob him of why just limit him to one section? I don't know if I'm making sense at this
No,
point, but
I
it's
100% agree. And I think he made that decision to stay in India and work in Indian industry and not move to. He could have easily gone to Hollywood. He could have, right? But I think there's interviews when he talks about it. He sticks to his country, and now that makes the country love him even more. I think because he's India's. He is the Desi's man. If you talk to a random person about India, they'll say like, "Oh, yeah, Shah Rukh Khan or Virat Kohli," right? He's that level top always. And the other thing with Shah Rukh Khan is, there's like new influences. Let's say like I Show Speed and Sidemen and all these guys. These are big role models towards the kids' generation. But with Shah Rukh Khan, it's your baby loves Shah Rukh Khan. Your mom loves Shah Rukh Khan. Your grandma loves Shah Rukh Khan. We love Shah Rukh Khan. Your great granddad loves Shah Rukh Khan. Everyone loves Shah Rukh Khan.
Exactly. He's for everybody.
So he's for everybody. And when you have kids, he will be for them as well. And it'll always be like that, right? And like we said before, like the classic films, Khan came out in 2003. If you watch the same Touch and Look at all of them, it still has that value where you're like, what not? No matter what they say, right?
Indeed, because even if it's like very drama heavy or like very cringe acting, it's still good acting.
It's fun.
It's like it's
The music's
entertaining.
good. I've seen so many kids who just love listening to Bollywood songs, even though they don't know what they're saying, because it's good music. It's fun. It's engaging. It's great, And actually, SRK did say as well after all the success last year. He said, like, because you were saying just in India and stuff. Like you said, no, he's not just an Indian actor. He's an actor. He now wants a film by the time he retires that the whole world knows. So a film which like wins an Oscar, a film which puts him on that top. Because imagine there's a film where everyone's talking about it. That is, and we want that. Obviously, as I said, we love him. Either way, we love him. But if he gets that, then he's undisputed. There's nothing.
I'd help produce that film if I could. I mean, I'm a student. I'm broke, but if I had $2 only, I'd give it to him.
Yeah, like media is such a big thing with social media and films. And for example, obviously it's a different topic slightly, but media. Let's say the Western media and how they portray Indians and Muslims and all these things. Obviously, My Name Is Khan came out to do 9/11 because My Name Is Khan was a brilliant film, portraying highlighting the issues that they had in America, even here after 9/11. But imagine there was a film which was around the world, a Bollywood film. A lot of people watched it, but it made us as Desis look strong and not the losers, not the weaks. Just the Balajit in Simpsons or
the Spinach verb,
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the guy? There's one.
Apu
Why don't we? I think it's funny, whatever, but why can't we be the cool ones for once?
Yeah.
We see it in Bollywood, but why can't we take that to the next level? We need to be better, the next generation, right? Our grandparents came to this country, like wherever you went, and obviously did the donkey route, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
But now we've got our lives here. A lot of us don't work that hard. If we work hard, get everything we've got, all these computers, phones, we can push our next generation of South Asians to be the best ever. Why not? Look at it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So it's high time. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like we have such icons,
Yeah.
and yet we're still like,
We're still
seen
behind.
as
Yeah. You know this in podcasts and all these things, but again, like I said before about the South Asian industry, content, and all these things, we're still behind. We're always behind. We need to push. We're very smart people. We know that. We are.
Yeah.
You think in NHS in the UK, all the doctors are Asians because we're smart.
Mhm.
We're intelligent.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. We deserve to be out there.
Yeah.
Well,
Why not?
hopefully that in the next couple of years, if not anytime soon, we do end up like progressing as a community, as a not as a nation, but as like a region. Because I feel like we are
Yeah.
like South
Indian,
Asians.
Pakistani, Bengali.
South Asians we need to stick together, man. Like
We're
honestly,
always warring, fighting, and also as well, our biggest enemies are actually ourselves.
I know.
You know,
Oh,
the desi auntie says, "Oh, yeah, both comes on," and like, bro, relax, okay?
exactly.
Constantly back chatting on these things. But I think our generation, we have kids and we do that, and we look at it differently. I think we can really be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
100%, 100%. What are some like favorite movie dialogues or like some of his quotes that really resonate with you? What are like Shah Rukh Khan's movie quotes or dialogues that you find very
Yeah, for me, it's the main one, the Kalhona one. So no, Gio, Kalhona, it's like bang, 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 bang. That is it. Live, love, life, live, love. Live, love, laugh, right? For sure, because those words, Kalhona,
that's
you might
enough.
not,
That's
none of us
enough to
might,
motivate. Yeah.
yeah, like, damn. Like everyone, so I can make it real on this, I'm only by idea. Everyone who watches Kalhona have to realize it's like, oh, I could do it tomorrow. Would I be happy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm in my thought. Obviously, he lives like that and the way he is because he knows he's going to pass. But still, his message and being positive and but he put a smile on every one of those people's faces in that film and us.
Yeah.
Gio will always remember him. He somehow got two people to fall in love. Like he's great. But yeah, I think for me that just the whole film, Colin Hall and obviously Colin Hall, that quote in general that's the one that works for me.
No, that's just true. For me, I've got so many.
Yeah.
Like there is definitely Kalhona Ho, but for me, if I had to put like for example, I talked about love. Like if I've known anything about love, I've never had a relationship, but I know how to be loved. I know what to love.
Yeah.
It's pyar dosti hai. Like it sounds super. It's so cringy, but it's so cliche, but it's so true. Like for me, I can't fall in love with somebody unless like I'm friends with them. And logically, that makes sense because at the end of the day, if you're looking for something long term in terms of relationships, you have to be friends with the person, Like you can't just, fall in love with them. You have to be friends with them. That and like the whole Dear Zindagi movie. Oh my god. When he like in on the topic of love, he also goes on to say like the kursi theory that he has, that every relationship is like a kursi. You have to find a new chair. You have to test out different chairs until you find the right one. That's so true. Like why are we rushing to like find that one person? You got to give yourself some chances. But then also like, in the same movie he talks about just because you want something doesn't necessarily mean you have to like take the difficult route. You can also get what you want in the easiest way without putting any suffering on yourself. And I'm like, yo, you know what? You're right. You're right. But then I end up doing the quite opposite. But but it does definitely like motivate me and has a lot to do with like again the way I live and stuff. But on that note, I've got a game, a this or that SRK movie edition.
Ooh.
You'll get the gist of it, but let's see which film actually wins. All right, are you ready?
Okay, I think I know who's
Okay.
going to win, but yeah.
Okay. So we have Pathan or Jawan.
Javan.
Okay. Jawan or Donkey.
Javan.
Okay. Jawan or Happy New Year.
Javan.
Okay. Jawan or Chennai Express.
Javan.
Jawan or Devdas?
Jawan.
Okay. Jawan or Kal Ho Na Ho?
Kal Ho Na Ho.
Kal Ho Na Ho or DDLJ?
Kal Ho Na Ho.
Okay. Kal Ho Na Ho or Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum?
Kal Ho Na Ho.
Kal Ho Na Ho or Chak De India?
Kal Ho Na Ho.
Kal Ho Na Ho or Kuch Kuch Hota Hai?
Kal Ho Na Ho.
Okay. Kal Ho Na Ho or Veer Zara?
Oof, see that is the tough one. I think they're both. I think, in my opinion, they're both the best films.
You gotta choose one.
But you know what? Kal Ho Na Ho. I just love it.
Okay. Kal Ho Na Ho or Main Hoon Na?
Love Mehuna, but Kal Ho Na Ho. I think we know where to go now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then Kal Ho Na Ho has, I think, it is your most favorite
Yeah,
film.
but
Then
Jawan I like a lot. Yeah. Like as well, I'm really honest with the way I say about films. Like for example, there's a lot of tier lists on Bollywood, TikTok, and like I always put their bars down because I just didn't actually enjoy it. I know it's good and the reviews were, but I just didn't actually enjoy it. Maybe it's because my Hindi isn't the best and it's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, maybe.
Mhm.
But for me, I just didn't enjoy it. In my opinion,
Okay.
I'm
Fair.
honest. I'm
Fair.
not gonna be like, oh, yeah, no, honest.
No, 100%. I felt that way about, like, well, not with the Hindi and stuff, but even last year, like with Shah Rukh having 3 films, I did have some favorites. Like I didn't exactly enjoy all of them.
That's bad.
I did enjoy all of them, but it was more like some were down, some were up. If I had to rank them, I love Jawan out of the three. I really love Jawan. Like it had everything, and there was so much. Like it felt authentic in my opinion. Donkey is a close second. If I feel if Jawan was 99, I feel like Donkey was 98.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really close because it made me feel a lot. It made me feel very like it made me feel very strongly. But the whole time, like I just felt the movie so much. Like I just cried at parts where you didn't have to cry, but it was like
See, look, that was
I,
the
I
issue.
felt the
Like in
movie.
my, I don't like Dunkirk.
You did it?
No, obviously it's in London as well where they go. But I just think I tried really hard, and I get it. It's Rajkumar. No, what's his name?
Yeah, Raju Rani.
Yeah, Hirani. And so I watched Munna Bai as well the other day, and I was like, whoa. And you can see the similarities in terms of the way it is, right? Same with Three Idiots.
Mhm.
This happens, that happens. But with Donkey, I just think it missed something. It lacked a spark, in my opinion. I think the songs are great, but
Mhm.
that's the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't. Even the funny scenes, like I get it was funny, but it was like if you compare, obviously,
I
like if you compare it to Three Idiots, it's not even
Yeah.
close. Yeah, for
Which is which
me.
is which is why I mean, yes, I do get why Donkey was the way it was, and I liked it for different reasons.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. I don't think it because before I think the movie released, the director did say that yeah, if you liked Three Idiots, you will like this a lot
100 times
more.
more. Yeah.
And I was like, when I did watch it, I was expecting a little more comedy, a
Same.
little more like humor.
It
When
lacks
when
something in my opinion, but
when I saw the deaths in that film, I was like, pause. This is not the kind of film I thought I signed up for. Like the shot and the next person shot and then like
yeah.
3 people are dead in like one scene. And I was like, wait, pause. Not whoa. But
See,
okay,
but
yeah.
then I feel like Javan had that more like even it started straight away. Well, obviously the when he's in the mummy costume, but then it goes to the train scene. Then it's showing the
Mm,
flashbacks, and it really hits you. It's like whoa, It's like
yeah.
for me, I made loads of content on that, and again, I went with my brother, and I did cry. When he's going through the farm scene and his dad and he
Mm,
hands him like, I was like, whoa. And they did it well, and it's really and the music playing, and it's like and it's cool, it's fun to watch, the music good, Jolly as well, the song of the year. I mean, come
yeah.
on, right? That had it more. And I think SK and his team was smart to do Donkey at the end of the year to just
Mm,
kind of like because it kind of just happened and then it went. Like no one really
yeah.
with Giovanni it was like constant. They started
Yeah.
formal about February March time with the mummy
Mm,
costume and stuff and they really built it up. Whereas Donkey didn't really have that hype in my well he didn't
yeah.
clearly. I guess that's the difference between an action film and a more family film.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Having said that, I actually like didn't enjoy Pathan as much.
Ooh,
It
okay.
was a great film. It was a great film, but I'm not much of a spy like thriller kind of
Yeah,
a person.
I enjoyed it, but for me, I think it was more sentimental because it was the first SLK film I saw in the cinema. And
Oh,
I went
okay.
first day, and it was packed, and people were screaming when SIK came. It felt like a football theatre, a stadium. It was like, whoa, this is what SIK can do, right? But yeah, the film itself, I think it was, it's just, one of those spy movie Bollywood films. I watched Tiger 3 the
Yeah,
other day,
yeah.
and I was like, it's boring. And
Yeah, I only watched Tiger 3 just to see Shah Rukh Khan for like 2 seconds.
exactly. I did a video about me getting ready to watch Tiger 3 to see SRK, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
like no hate to Salman Khan,
Okay,
but
I love them all.
I told my mom, like, okay, if you want to go watch the film, I'm not spending money. Like, if you want me to watch Salman Khan, it's not coming out of my pocket. I'm sorry. Like,
Wow, you really like it? Come on, even old, wasn't it old, young Salman Khan films were top, they were good films when he was young.
yeah, yeah, of course, but I can't watch those in the theater anymore, can I?
Of course.
It's what I can watch in the theater. And in my opinion, I feel like Salman Khan, he's a great actor, no doubt, but his choice of work is very questionable. You know, it's like, do you really want
Recently, it
to?
is the thing that I mean, like, a decade ago, Kiss Goodbye, not Kiss Goodbye, I was going to say Kiss
Yes.
Goodbye, no, Bajrangi Bhaijaan, right?
Yeah. No, of course, those
Amazing.
films are great.
Sultan,
I'm actually talking about the recent, like, I think
recent
5 years that he's done.
yeah.
It's like good. That when I saw Race 3, I was like, ah,
Yeah, I've actually seen that one.
oh, don't bother. If you want to watch it online for free, go ahead.
No,
But in my opinion, I was like, ooh, crazy.
yeah.
Man's a flying squirrel. I lost my shit there. Then
You
I think
remember Kissy Goodbye, Kissy Goodbye? I guess I'm falling in love.
I've
Well,
never seen that film. If
apparently the film's actually not that bad. It was just a movie.
I mean,
Um,
oh, the music was terrible. Oh,
I guess I'm falling. Wow, that is a band. Come on. You love it deep down.
I don't. I really don't. Like, it's not even cringy. It's just, I don't know,
And then he's got
man.
his long hair, and he's walking around. Yeah.
Terrible. I promise I'm not a Salman Khan hater. I promise. I'm just.
It's very common on TikTok online, but I love him. I don't have anything against him. I just do it sometimes because I know TikTok people like it. But I just
Mm.
bring it up sometimes. I'm like, yeah, but SOK had long hair. But yeah, but it's different. Well,
It is different because Salman's hair is fake. Shah Rukh's hair was at
okay,
least real.
true. But it's still the same thing. It's just I guess there's an argument where like he's romancing someone like 30 years old, 30 years younger than her, right? But SOK's been
That's
doing that. Well, Deepika was 20 when he did the film, and Rani Mukherjee was 17 when she did Kuch Hota. So I don't know.
okay, but it feels authentic. Like, not like, okay, maybe
See,
this sounds biased.
that's a bias because it is technically the same thing.
I can't see a person like Salman Khan because he gives very like tough guy energy. I can't see like a tough guy like doing that with like someone who's like so
Yeah, no, but I
young.
think that's the beauty of Bollywood, though, right? SOK and Salman are very different, and they show love in different ways in the way they
Mhm.
are. SOK was married straight away before he even got famous. He's got a loving family and stuff. Has Salman got that? No, he doesn't, right? And like when I think of his films, I think of Darren, right?
Yeah.
Incredible film, but it's showing his dark side
Mhm.
in a way which is different and captivating. But like Animal, for example, it's like Bollywood shouldn't just be SRK loving and romancing. There should be other
Yeah.
sides and dark sides. And Animal,
Mhm.
Darren, these films, it's different component, and it reaches a different audience.
Which actually does bring me to my other question as well. What is your opinion on like controversial films like, Animal or Kabir Singh? Because like they're both made by Sandeep, but
Yeah,
at the same time it was according to online culture, these kind of films promote like the patriarchy, and they promote a lot of I don't machismo, and a lot of like
listen,
negative
alpha
negative
male,
male.
big,
Yeah, which is in a very negative connotation. However, I did see it, but I chose to look at the films in a different way. But what is your opinion? Because you did just mention that, yeah, those films should kind of like,
I,
we need to talk about it.
I,
What is
yeah,
your
look,
thought
I'm
process?
one of those, like, a lot of guys, okay, Animal we're talking about Animals because it's a new one. Animal really targeted, not targeted, but a lot of guys love Animal, right? There's two different type of Bollywood lovers, and actually I love them all. Rocky Irani, Animal. Rocky
Mm-hmm.
Irani, cute, romantic, Animals, intense, crazy, action, blood. There's a lot of misogyny in it. Yes, there is, but it's just different in the way the films are. But even Sandeep says this. Same with Kabir Singh. These are not role models. Quite clearly
Yeah.
not. Right? You're not beating up your wife. You're not killing people because they touched Papa or whatever it is. But for example, and obviously he's like I mean, you see Animal, right?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So okay, there's that dark psychological aspect of not being of a male seeking the love from the father. That is a deep
Mhm.
topic, right?
Mhm.
And even in KHANversations, it's technically with SOK wanting it from the Button, right? It's the
Yeah.
one he's adopted, whatever. But it is a deep topic which I guess needs to go into because a lot of Asians have that with their fathers.
Yeah.
And for example, one part when dad's always at work and his sister's getting like beaten up or something or ragged or whatever it was, he came in. Obviously, he took it to the extreme. Obviously, you shouldn't be doing that. But protecting and being that brother is a valuable
Yeah.
thing. It should be a thing. But
Mhm.
obviously, like these are Sandeep films, and we know how crazy they are. Look how SOK romances. It's completely unrealistic. All the things he does, right? Obviously, you want it. It's over exaggerated. If the love in that
Mhm.
film is over exaggerated, the intensity is over exaggerated. It needs Bollywood
Yeah.
is an intense industry, so when they
Yeah.
do something, they 100 times it, right?
Yeah.
And
There's like two extremes. Yeah.
yeah, two extremes. So it's the same thing. Like you shouldn't love that as a kid, like to that extent crazy. For example, wait 25 years. Okay, like does anyone I don't actually do that? Maybe, but that's a bit. You kind of gotta move on there. It's not
In today's times, it feels very like I don't
even
think so
even
anybody
then.
would. Yeah.
25 years.
Yeah.
I get it showing the love, but it's showing it right. It's a film.
Yeah.
Films are meant to be entertaining. Animal is
Mhm.
entertaining because it shows a different side and different aspects. Um, and yeah, it's just something different in Bollywood. But like I said, yeah, like, I don't agree with a lot of things that happens in the film, but it's a film. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not gospel. It's not something you look up to. So yeah, I think that's how I.
But I feel like it's also like pick and choose. I loved Animal too,
Okay.
honestly. Like, because the way again, like I said, the way I saw the film was very different. Again, like you said, it's not a role model. You're not supposed to like learn from it. But then again, people like kind of get out of hand sometimes, and
I see. That's when
I
I
think
I do it the different side. Like I'll make some content, like DMing a girl and saying, "You have big hips. You're gonna come and help me." As a joke, it's
yeah,
joking about it, right?
mhm,
Or
mhm.
me showing my kids animal because it's good for that. Like obviously it's not, but it's a
Yeah,
content. It's
yeah, yeah.
funny, and you should bring
Satire,
that
yeah.
side to it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um.
No,
So yeah.
no, 100%. Because I feel like there's a limit to how you should like take such films or films in general.
Films in
Um,
general, yeah, not just
Yeah,
animal.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Films in general. In fact, I think speaking on the same topic, there was a an interview that Tapsi Pannu did. I don't know how recent it was, but I think it was around Animal Time. She happened to mention that the reason I think the interviewer asked like why do people give Hollywood so much praise and so much glory for like movies like Animal that they would make in Hollywood, but if the same
Amazon
have to
Prime.
be done in Bollywood or something, it's scrutinized and it's criticized, and we have to like hide it away from people. And she said the reason the reason why it is like that is because people in India will learn from the movies. Like they're going to be like they're
Great point.
gonna start beating their wives. They're gonna
Great
start
point.
glorifying that. Like people in Hollywood don't do that.
That is such a
We're
good
not.
point because Bollywood has always been such a staple in a lot of Indian desi lives, where they
Mhm.
copy like people would get the same haircuts as the same stars and do
Yep.
this or whatever, right? And dress the same way. Like I remember Dad was saying, like when the films came out, it'd be like the cinema then was their big entertainment. Going to the cinema was their thing, right? And even still now, I mean, you've seen some cinemas when the Dawn came out, it was packed. People with fireworks and
Mhm.
all these things because they love it. They take it. People worship Shah Rukh Khan. They really do. I've
Yep.
seen it, right? Compared to Hollywood, where it's just like, oh yeah, it's entertainment, fine. And that is a different side to it. So yeah, I think Tapsi makes a good point there, where people just
Mhm.
take it too far.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Do you also feel like the same way when you yourself watch like say Hollywood films or like other international entertainment compared to the way you watch like South Asian entertainment, or do you like because for me I feel like yeah I do watch it but maybe not with the same interest like international films. I do watch them, of course, I'm not saying no,
Yeah.
but like there's just I feel like you can't really like you can never compare it to like South Asian entertainment.
Yeah.
How do you watch this? How do you watch international media?
80%. I don't really watch much TV and films anymore. It's just, like if I do, I'll be sit down and watch a Bollywood film, whatever. But like in terms of international films, I was watching Mission Impossible the other day. It's like Pathan, they just the Gora version, right? It pretty much is. It's Tom Cruise. He's actually like the like Shah Rukh Khan in Bollywood and Hollywood. He's a really cool actor. But again, you just look at it from an entertainment point of view. It's just like whatever.
Yeah.
I love watching Disney films. I watched Up. I don't know if that's Disney. I think it's Pixar. But Up was like, wow, what a film! You watch it, it's like there's some great stuff out there. But yeah, I think maybe that's one thing Indian people need to do, or Asians, is just not take it for gospel and take it for worship. But that is just the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's okay, because there's the other side of it. Yeah, sure, you can pretend you're Kabir Singh, or you can think you're Veer Pratap Singh and go cry in your bedroom for 24 hours every day and listen to music because your crush said no. So both sides are not equally bad, but they're still bad because you need to get on with it, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
You understand?
No, definitely. But now I have like a final question, because you just mentioned that you watch like Disney and Pixar movies.
Yeah.
What do you feel about a desi animated film?
They need to do that. They're missing out. They have to do it and then get SLK as one of the actors to play the voice. Why not? They did. Lion King was played by SLK and his son.
Yeah.
So,
and apparently he's doing the prequel as well.
Oh, Mufasa. He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
I could be wrong. I don't know where I got this information. I just saw it online. But if he did the Lion King, then he should do the prequel.
That's a very cool thing to do. Yes, what was the question?
The animated films, like desi.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen Roadside Romeo? Oh, then that's a film that you should watch as well. It's I don't know if it's the first desi animated film, but it's definite. I think it's the first Yash Raj animated film that they did in collaboration with Disney. I could be wrong, but I know it was their first animated film. It's voiced by Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor. They played dogs. It's so funny. The songs, again, even animated shit has great songs. So
that's the thing.
You gotta watch it. I don't know where you could find it, but such a good film.
Bollywood is pretty much Disney films anyway. Really, it's all music. It's entertaining. It's crazy. Like so much things happening. Might as well be. Imagine for little girls having guys, like a little girl having a desi princess to look up to and be like, oh yeah, how do you get that guy? That's me. Why not? And then they can have an SLK charming hero like they used to do, like Cinderella and stuff, or a strong South Asian prince who gets things makes us better. Like even the new Spider-Man film, the Into this Multiverse. That was the Chacha, the uncle, right? In this Indian version. It's great. It's good portrayal. Yeah. So it makes us like it's cool to have our own, version. It's nice.
Yeah. I would love that. They should, if they're listening to this, I'd hope they can do something.
I'm sure they're doing it. They have to do it.
They should. If they aren't, then they're missing out, because I would pay for that. Like, I would help produce that if they need. I can voice it. I would love to voice it. It would be fun. Even if I get a little supporting actor, like if I'm a bird, I would do it. That would be nice. Well, I think that was a very fun conversation. Very, very Shah Rukh heavy, but I feel like that was the point of the entire episode. So that's fun. For whoever has stayed this long watching the episode so far, thank you for sticking with us talking about Shah Rukh Khan. Just two fans like ranting about Shah Rukh Khan and talking about him, glorifying him. So if you've made it this far, we've got another 10-15 minutes left for the episode, if not less, because now it's time for the rapid fire and the trivia round. So this is your time to feel like the coffee with current celebrity, Dan. Are you ready for your rapid fire?
I'm ready. I'm
okay.
I'm good.
The first question is, which film would you show to someone who's never watched a Bollywood film?
Pxrdesi Mirchii.
Okay, fair. If you woke up one morning as the following Shah Rukh Khan characters, so not Shah Rukh Khan himself, what is the first thing you do? Rahul from Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
What I do? Call my mom.
call you. You're right. Raj from DDLJ.
Oh, I'll go and run into some yellow films and go. Yeah.
Okay, and Azad from Jawan.
Ooh, Azad Rakh Khan. I'd get my team of girls and get out and go. Ready.
I love that dialogue. It's so fun. And I love that they've put it in Zinda Banda as well. Like whenever I hear that song, I'm like, yeah, I am ready. Let's go. It's fun. Oh, okay. Well, that was that one question. Then next question is kill, marry, or date.
Ooh.
Deepika Padukone, Katrina Kaif, and Anushka Sharma.
I'd marry Anushka.
Mhm.
Kill Katrina. Kill is such a horrible word. And
That's
date Deepika.
date Deepika. Okay, fair. Makes sense. What was a recent film that amazed you?
12 failed.
Okay. I have heard that too. That's a pretty good film as well. What is an underrated Shah Rukh Khan movie?
Suarez.
Yeah?
That's my
I
favorite.
agree.
Actually, one of my favorites. Second.
I agree. What are some 5 songs that you are currently listening to on repeat?
Oh, so Jolly still.
Mhm.
I watched Cruise, the new film. So there's Nena and Kida Zalima. That's 4. And then also Up Another, this is how it goes. That's something.
Oh, all right. And then the last question for the rapid fire. It's a tricky one, but I think you got this.
Mhm.
If a movie or a book were to be made on your life story, which Shah Rukh Khan song title would be the best fit?
Song title.
Yeah. Because everybody would do movies, but I feel like songs are like also really, really nice.
No, the disco.
Oh, that's a cute one. It sounds intense, but I feel like it sounds intense, but it sounds very like it's something that I would watch for sure.
Yeah.
Who would you want to play you?
Guess and get SIK to play me.
Okay, yeah, then I'd watch that. Third Day Disco starring Shah Rukh Khan. Oh, I could see it already. Lovely.
I'm quite young. My film isn't that long yet, so it's just the beginning.
That's yeah. Well, that's fine. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Well, that was the rapid fire. I think you did pretty well. Your answers were very nice. I love the if you woke up one morning as the Shah Rukh Khan character question. I think you really, especially the first one, call your mom. I love that one. Okay. All right.
This is me in it, so I think Raj.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, fair, 100%. All right. Then we move on to the trivia, which in most cases would be the entertainment quiz. However, being the Shah Rukh Khan fan you are, we decided, by we I mean me, because it's just me and I'm a one-woman crew. I decided to make a Shah Rukh Khan trivia based on his filmography. Nothing too crazy, just 5 questions, but maybe some difficult, maybe some, But I feel like you got this. Do you feel like you got this?
I think I have. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll be alright.
perfect.
I should be alright. I believe in my ability.
All right.
Yeah.
First question is, which 2 films has Shah Rukh Khan worked in with both Katrina Kaif and Anushka Sharma?
I was gonna say, yeah, Jab Tak Hai Jaan and Zero.
Correct? Okay. Name 5 films that Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol have done together.
5 films. DDLJ.
Yeah.
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. My Name is Khan.
Mhm.
Oh my god. What? My mind's go blank. Oh, Dilwale.
Mhm.
And Bazika.
Yes. Correct.
Ah.
Lovely. In DDLJ, next question is, in DDLJ, Raj and Anjali missed the train to which city in Europe?
Oh, in Europe.
Yeah.
Which city? Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, is it not London?
No.
The
They
name
missed the train and then they spend the night in the barn.
I don't know. I don't know. Actually,
It's Zurich.
I was going to say that. Oh, I should have just said it. Okay, I can say obviously I'm going to say that, but I didn't say it. So yeah.
It's Zurich because they were supposed to catch the train to Zurich, but then they missed it. And then they spent the entire night in the barn, and then I think they had to take the first bus or
I
the
knew it was
first train out.
Switzerland, and Zurich was okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, it's okay. Now you know.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps.
All right.
My life.
The next question is, which old Hindi song does Major Ram sing for Sushmita Sen's character in Mehuna?
Oh, I know it's part, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Try, think. If you remember the name of her character, then you'll probably remember the song.
Oh, Chandani. Oh, Chandani.
Yeah, her name is Chandani, but the song
Chandani
is
Meradil or something.
close. It is Chand Mera Dil, yes.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Okay, and then the last question is, what condition does Shah Rukh's character have in the film My Name is Khan?
Asperger's syndrome.
That's correct. Wow, 4 out of 5.
That's not bad.
That's amazing. That's not bad. I think that's really good. Like,
I should have got.
I think.
I should have.
Well, you said you thought Switzerland, so same thing. I'd still give it to you, but I think you did pretty good.
Right.
That was amazing. How do you feel like you did?
I feel good, but the Zurich. I should have just said it. It should have gone my mouth next time.
It's okay. Next, when we do another episode in the next season, I'll ask the same question again. And then
this is important. You know, I could one day be at gunpoint and someone interviews me about SHAH RUKH KHAN and they'd ask me where and what city to get stopped off, and I'll be able to know that is Zurich. So you know, it's vital for my life. So yeah,
you're right. Your life could be depending on it. At least it's not depending today, so you're safe.
Okay.
But but that does bring us to the end of the entire episode. I had a great time. I think this was, like I said, this was a conversation that was long overdue, but I had so much fun, and I feel like I'm glad it happened today. It happened at this time because we had so much to talk about. You know, with Shah Rukh having 3 movies last year, gave us a lot of content to talk about. It was super fun, and yeah, I would hope to have you on the show next season when we probably do get to interview some of Shah Rukh Khan's co-actors, if not Shah Rukh Khan himself.
For sure, that sounds great. Yeah.
How did you feel about the episode? Any final words?
No, I think I've really enjoyed it. It's been really fun. It doesn't even feel like a podcast. It feels like just having a conversation with a Bollywood friend, right? So now I hope you guys, you can listen in. You enjoyed it. It's good fun. So thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here. Well, to my audience, I hope you enjoyed this entertaining episode. For more Shah Rukh and Bollywood content, please don't forget to follow Dan on Instagram and on TikTok, which is at Dan Latif. And of course, for more things Pxrdesi, Desi, and Mirchii in the Netherlands and of course worldwide, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. That is at Pxrdesi Mirchii with the extra I at the end because we are extra. So extra that my AirPod just fell out. Anyways, I will see you guys in another episode really, really soon. But till then, namaste, goodbye, and thank you for listening to Pxrdesi Mirchii 7291 on FM.